Hi guys, and welcome back to Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment. Just before this video starts, please go along and hit that subscribe button to come along and join the family. So then, as I promised you last week, the videos are back up and running, one a week. So this upload is going to be on Sunday, and what I thought I would do is a October allotment tour. Yes, I haven't done an allotment tour for a very long time, and the allotments have changed, probably for the better. So then, let's get this video started. So then, for them old subscribers who's been to my channel, unfortunately my brother has given up his allotments now. He's just took on a new job, and basically he doesn't have time to do it anymore. So that means that I've got a few new things. I'll turn the camera around and show you them very shortly, but first what I'm going to do is turn the camera around and show you what's going on plot 1. So let's turn this camera around. So then, as you see, the allotment is looking quite bleak. These slabs come from my brother's allotment. They're going to be something going on in the winter with them, so I'll just keep them. You better keep tuned to the channel so you know what's going on. As you see, the sweet corn this year, we did have a good crop, but unfortunately every time you picked it, you could only keep it for a day or so without freezing it, or it would just dry up and go in. Well, this was where the tomatoes was, and wow, we had a tomato crop and a half. This year we've had tons and tons of tomatoes, freezers filled with them. I've made so many tomato bologneses. All I need to do now is just get these last tomato seeds off, old tomatoes off, so they don't affect the soil for next year. But that always happens with growing tomatoes in one area. You normally get them self-seeding. That's absolutely fine. This is where the runner bean bed was, and as you can see from last week, much of my allotment did look like this, but it doesn't take long just to crack on and knock back. So here this year, this will be exactly the same thing. I'll be just cleaning all the weeds out and then finding something better to put into it. The pond, as we all know, we've had quite a bit of drought lately, and this has only just started to fill back up. Obviously the dry weather that we've had has been an absolute nightmare. The rhubarb still wants I don't know, I might give it a little bit of harvest. I know that they say you shouldn't, but if I see any in there, I might just take a couple. And this area here was for the fruit cages, but the fruit trees, but unfortunately it didn't turn out very well because I got COVID and that, so it's just been covered up for this year and not much at all's been done with it. But the plan will be this will be fruit trees in the future. Got some pallets here. This is a project going on. Don't worry, I know about using blue pallets. This is absolutely fine. This paint has actually been painted by my brother's company, and it's non-toxic, so it'll be fine. I'll show you what I'm going to do with them in the future, and they will be going here, so that video will be coming very shortly as well. Here I put some old pumpkins. It didn't do very good, so I didn't bother doing anything else to them. I just left them as old pumpkins, and this year next year my plan will be is to pull this all out and then put the potatoes back into this section, because the potatoes seem to do well in this section even though it's quite clayey. The butternut squash area, I got about 10 butternut squash this year. As we know, we're all having problems at the moment with we all had a lot of problems with the dry weather this year, but this is the biggest change. Wow, I finally got a new shed, a new place to sit in the garden, in the allotment, and a new place. This used to belong to my brother, and obviously when he gave up his allotment he said I can take it, and it does make a lot of difference to this one. So this one's now been used as a bit of a store shed, just storing a few bits and pieces, and then this one here is my main seating shed, storing shed, and bits and pieces as well. So then, as you can see, yes, I have got a rug in my shed. Never mind. Everything next year is going to be quite expensive, so I've managed to pick up in the sales 2 pots of chicken manure and a tub of bloodfish and bone. This is to help me for next year. We've got on the side, we've got all our railings and all our bits and pieces as well. Our whiteboard, what will be in good use. Our tea and coffee station, and obviously other bits and pieces I've picked up in the cells, like seaweed, tomato feed, bug repellent. There's quite a few bits and pieces here. Potato feed, all-purpose flowers, plant seed, just all bits and pieces I've picked up over the course of the last 6 months. Like usual, I went into Wilkinson's, and oh dear. So let's have a talk through, see what I've got here of seeds. So then, seed wise, these are all for next year. These are all 10p a pack. I can guarantee you won't buy a pack of parsnips for 50p next year. I can guarantee you. So 10p, I just grabbed whatever I could. So we've got some parsnips, got some broccoli, got some peppers. There's even some flowers mixed in there, different flowers, and these will probably go down to the around the new pond area that I will build over the winter period. Marigold's always good to put around tomatoes and bits and pieces to keep slugs away. Some radish, some more flowers. Nasturtiums, these you can actually eat. Some more peppers, turnips, hundreds of carrots. I will take these home with me because I don't want to leave them in the cold here. Hundreds and hundreds of packs of these. Yes, I don't know what I'm going to quite do with them yet, but as they were so cheap, I just grabbed them. Got more radishes there, more parsnips, more carrots. Seems like all the tomato seeds went, I think. As you can see, more. There's just so many different types of seeds here, it's unbelievable. More flowers. What we got there? Some beet. Some beetroot, pumpkins, some cabbage, absolutely loads and loads of seeds, and these are all going to be used next year, hopefully. So what we're going to do now is head over to plot 2 and have a look over at plot 2. As we move over to plot 2, you remember the old shed, the old small shed. I've moved it over to plot 2 now, just to put nets in and bits and pieces as well. But this is quite weedy up over here, but it's going to won't take very long at all to clear. These are the last of the turnips. Here we got a lovely row of parsnips all ready for Christmas. The old tomatoes, they need to come out, so anyone who knows how to do green tomato chutney, let me know. The Brussels sprouts this year, they've come on absolutely fantastic. There's loads of them there, so they're going to be good for Christmas. And the leeks as well, they're just starting to thicken up. These are winter leeks, so these will be ready probably January time, so hopefully they'll be absolutely fine. And also where the pumpkin area is, the pumpkin area as well, that's all gone. I had 6 pumpkins, and I'll try and put a picture in now of them. So then, that's how plot 2 is looking in October. So then, the new plan is with the shed. I can actually bring you down and I can do some cooking in the shed. As I've got my cooker and I've got my own little workstation, so I can actually do that as well. And there is so much more to be done on this allotment this year. I've got quite a few plans to do over the winter period. All ready for the spring. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please come along and subscribe, and until the next video guys, I'll catch you later. Thank you for watching this one.